I tracked my happiness in Notion for 30 days and the results surprised me. Today I'll show you how to build this simple happiness tracker and, more importantly, how to use the data after 30 days to discover what actually makes you happy. You'll answer 4 important questions every evening, each designed around one of the 4 brain chemicals that our brains naturally seek. Subscribe for Notion tutorials, and let's dive in. So here we have a blank page in Notion. Now most people who do something like a happiness tracker or maybe journaling, they will do something like this, a toggle, where they will journal about their day or say their happiness level. Or if it's not this simple, then a lot of people will create pages. Well, they'll review the day in a sub page, which then sits here on this page here. Both of these are fine here, but you can't actually review your data and truly learn about your happiness. So instead, we are going to be using this thing called databases. But interacting with a database like this every single day might not be super fun. So what we're going to do is use a different feature inside of Notion, which you might not have used before. Now, if you don't know, in Notion, when you do / here, you get access to the commands list. And there is a long list of commands inside of Notion. But what we can do here is start writing after the / and I'm going to write form. So here we can see form, which you can see is a type of database. And we'll click on that. Now we are going to be creating this new form here, kind of like a survey built just for us. So I'll just call it happy, and I'll call the database up here the happiness tracker. So this here is the form builder, and then here we have the responses, which we'll go through. So Notion forms work quite similar to other form builders if you've used one of those. We simply click here on add question, and then we have a bunch of different types of questions that we could use. But today we'll keep these questions fairly open-ended, and you'll see why when we go through the data. So this default question 2 here, I'll just click on delete question. So let's click here on plus and add our first question. Our first question will be this here, the number. We'll literally say happiness out of 10. It will be as simple as that. This here will be our first question, so we can drag this here up to the top. Now that we have this, let's dive into the 4 brain chemicals. The first question here is around dopamine. What did I make meaningful progress towards today? And here you can type out your answer. Now for the data section to work in the next section, if you didn't work on anything meaningful that day, then leave this bit here empty. That will help us to review the data. Then we'll click here again on plus and click on text. And this here will be serotonin. What am I grateful for today? Again, if you don't feel particularly grateful that day, then you'll leave this here empty. We'll click again on plus and do text. And this here is oxytocin. Who did I connect with today? So you'll simply write the friend, family member, coworker, whoever that you spent time with and had a connection with that day. And then we'll click plus and add our last question. This here will be endorphins. What exercise did I do today? And again, if you didn't exercise, you would leave this blank. Now these 4 questions here for the brain chemicals, plus this happiness out of 10 is all you need to start with in order to track your happiness for 30 days. And what you'll do is share this form, and you'll click here on copy form link. So this here is what the form looks like when it's published. Now this will just be for you, so what you can do is bookmark this page so you have easy access to it every night. And here you'll fill out your questions. So let's say it was an 8 out of 10. What did I make meaningful progress on? I made a video. What am I grateful for today? I tried a new cafe. Who did I connect with today? Let's say I left that blank and haven't really talked to anyone. And endorphins here, let's say I haven't exercised today, so I'll leave this blank as well. And then I'll simply click on submit. Now on this happiness tracker page, you can now click on responses. And here we can see my responses to these questions. And once we have a few days worth of data, we can really start understanding our happiness scores. So I'll quickly just fill out some random ones. So I've just filled out some random responses here. Personally, I found that tracking this stuff is deeply helpful. In Headquarters, which is my productivity template, the time tracking feature has been one that's genuinely changed my life. I've tracked almost every working minute of my life for the past 2 to 3 years now, and it has completely changed the way that I work. But we can only make changes once we have enough data. By the way, if you want to check out Headquarters and all of the features that it has, such as the task management, project management, life bucket management, it handles your notes, resources, and a bunch of other stuff, then I'll put a link in the description. But like I said, we can only make changes once we have data, which is why I've found this happiness tracker so useful. Now, the first thing we can do here with responses is just duplicate this view. So I'll right click on this tab here and say duplicate view. And this here will be our data. I'll just call this data v1 in case we want to create a few tabs to measure different things. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is hide this respondent here because obviously it's always me responding. Now, obviously this submission time here is all today just because this is an example video. So I'll just hide this as that's not too useful either. So here we have our happiness out of 10, the dopamine, aka the big project or activity that we worked on. We have the serotonin if I felt deeply grateful for something. We have oxytocin if I connected with someone specifically that day. And we have endorphins if I did any exercise that day. Now, the first thing we can do here is look at this happiness, and maybe let's start with sorting this by the happiness. So right now this order here is in terms of the days. So let's instead sort this by happiness. So here we can see at the top, a 10 happiness, I made a video, a 9 happiness, I made a video, 9 worked on project B. And immediately we can start picking up on some patterns here. So here down at the bottom where we have the 4s, 3s, and 2s, I can see I'm mainly working on this project A here, whatever that is. Okay, well immediately here we have our first lesson. Anytime I spend most of my day making progress on whatever this project A is, it seems to correlate with a lower happiness score. So from this happiness tracker, we've already got our first actionable takeaway. Can I close off this project A that I'm working on? Because it seems to have a bad effect on my happiness. All right, let's keep looking at this. Instead of sorting it like this, let's maybe group this by the oxytocin. So I'll click here on settings and we'll use this group feature. And let's group this by oxytocin here. So I'll do that. So here I can see the ones that are empty. And what I'll do here is click on happiness, and I'll do calculate, and I'll do more options and click on average. So here I can see on average, on the days where I didn't really feel like I connected with anyone, the average is 5.7. I had a day here where I felt like I connected with my boss, but one entrance here isn't enough data to really learn anything from. Here I can see 2 with family, which is an average of 5.5. And here I can see time with a friend had an average of 6. So from this, I can already learn that apparently spending time with a friend or family member doesn't carry as much weight on my happiness compared to what activity that I'm doing for work, which gives me another interesting lesson here. Ensure that I pick the right activity for work, as that seems to have a large value on my happiness. All right, let's scroll up here and remove this group for a second. So I'll click here on group and do remove grouping. So we've already got 2 interesting lessons. Let's see if we can learn one more from this data here. Now, as you can see, it says count 15. So I've got 15 days worth of information here. But obviously, the longer you do this, the more information you can learn from your day. Let's actually break this up by the activity here. So I'll click here on settings and I'll do group by, and let's group this by the dopamine. So I'll group by dopamine. So I can immediately see days where I don't work on anything, I do typically feel less happy, which could be another interesting takeaway. Or the days when I'm making a video, I do seem to be very happy on average. Or like we discovered before, Project A here seems to have a pretty bad effect on my happiness. But for the reverse of that, whatever this Project B is, seems to have a very high correlation with happiness. So maybe for me to improve my happiness going forward, maybe I can spend more time on Project B and delegate more time to making videos. And to get these insights on your happiness, all you have to do is answer these 5 questions here every evening, and you'll get a much better understanding of what things make you happy. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this useful. If you want to check out my productivity template called Headquarters, then click on this video here for a full tour. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in this video.